the average value of f prime. So remember, whenever I told you you're finding averages, what do? You add them all up. So that is, oh, why is that
so
doing a
broken.
weird like shadow thing in the background? We'll put it here.
Ew.
This is adding, right, in calculus.
Wait,
We
how
add
are
up.
you
What are
controlling
we
your
adding? Well, we're
cursor?
finding the average
No. I
of f
realized
prime.
my laptop
So I'm
is a
going to
touch
add
screen.
up all the f primes, is what I'm
Oh
basically
my
doing.
god, you know there's a guy
Okay.
that does that?
All right.
It's kind of
And
crazy.
then you divide by how many. So let's say
He
we
can
went
play
from
maps
A to
no other
B.
player can play.
We divide by
because he
how
uses
many,
touchscreen.
right? So you average them, you add them all up, and divide by how many, the span.
Dude,
So what does that mean for this problem?
With the mouse.
Well, when you take the integral of
Hey,
f
wait, my
prime,
accuracy's going
don't
down.
you
hers
agree
just
you get
literally
f
appears
because you anti-derive
like
it, you undo it.
snaps.
So when you undo it, what you're basically finding is f of b minus f of a.
Yours looks
That
like the
is,
bot.
right,
I'm
the
kind of proud of
fundamental
that.
theorem of calculus.
I
When
like
you
being a bot.
anti-derive, you get
It's
f,
fun.
and then you
It's very
substitute
strange.
the upper bound in minus the lower bound. And then you have a formula, okay? So now all we have to do is use the formula. Now, rather than A and B, I could be more specific for this problem and change this to -2 to 2. So let me change all of these so it makes it more specific. Okay, yep, -2 to 2. And then you could do 2 minus -2 would be fine. Let's see, -2 to 2.
Might go back to PP farming for a bit.
Never mind, this is very nice.
Oh, you gotta play certain maps that are
And
just
then
like
the
a bunch of
span,
jumps.
right?
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
that's about
Playing with sliders is like eighth.
What am I missing? Oh, hang on, and then the chats are being hidden.
What is she doing?
Is it
Playing with touchscreen.
okay if we
man,
mark
you
up
can-
on our own work
that
with
guy
pen?
literally-
Absolutely.
I don't know how that guy
Absolutely.
does
Okay.
that.
I want to
thing
see
is,
that
like,
you just
because your
attempted. That's
arms
what
are,
we'll be
like,
doing at the end of the
blocked
period
where
because we won't go through
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of
yeah,
them.
he said that. Your
So I'll be
hands
able to see
block
your
the
work
screen.
for the,
Like, sometimes
the
I
latter
lose.
parts. Absolutely. You make corrections, whatever it takes for you to
Play
learn.
just jump maps,
Okay?
just like a pure jump map.
I'm here for you. All right.
Download Unity.
So f of 2, what is f of 2? That's
yeah, true.
E.
It's not ranked.
Oop, if it would write for me. And in your chart, I'm looking at f of -2, which is A, if I'm not mistaken. And then we've got 2 minus
Veil,
-2 is
baby?
4.
Is that Veil?
So the answer should
Oh my
be,
God.
which one is that?
It's one of my favorite Osu maps.
I hate
minus
I don't know
A
if
over
mine's
4.
the but it's
Is
so
the
technical.
answer
Mine
A?
is like way
Is
too
that
technical. Like, I
correct?
can't play it.
Oh,
I can't play like the minute
I think I should
25 one.
look, huh?
Play like the
Oh, okay,
This
yeah.
was
The minute 25.
number-
But the minute 25 one is like.
Oh, well, that's
It's
good.
too
Here, let's
tight.
just do it this way.
like my brain like
I
can't
know.
do
This
that.
was number
I don't know
2.
how people
I need to
play
get better at
technical
that
maps.
Answers
stuff because like
A.
right now I'm just like
Okay.
raw power, you know.
All right, any questions
like,
on
finesse.
that
I need
one?
that
So
finesse.
whatever you're
This?
averaging, you add them all up and
Yeah.
divide by how many.
First start,
Now I'm going to go to
Yeah.
number
I
4
want just, like, a
because you
bunch of
guys got
jumps.
3 correct.
Literally.
Wait, all
Sweet.
jumps. That's
So
why it's not ranked.
number 3
And it doesn't
really
have enough
didn't have any
difficulties, I'm
work,
pretty
did
sure,
it?
too.
You really didn't have to do work for that. So I won't be expecting work for number 3. Okay. Number 4, we have the integral
The
from
thing
0
is,
to
you have
1.
latency with touchscreen. Like,
Neither will the
Yeah.
AP test. The AP
Yeah,
test doesn't
it's not
actually
instant,
require
come
any
on.
work. They won't even ask for this.
True.
The multiple choice, they'll just say do the multiple choice.
I think the
Okay.
closest thing to like
All right, so when you're
perfect
anti-deriving
non-latency
this,
is like an
maybe
iPhone
to make it really
something,
clean and
the
pop,
newest
I
one.
would let u equal the -2x because it's kind of like, well, I know the integral of e to the blah, e to the x, but I don't know e
I
to the
cannot
negative.
see
So
because
when I take the derivative, right,
You
you
just
get
get skin your arm,
-2
GG.
dx.
Chub.
If I divide by, right, something like that.
Joke.
And then I could do substitution. So I could make this e to the u. The dx could be a
Fun fact with that
-1/2
repeat slider, I
du.
don't even think
I
you need
could
to move your
even, while
finger,
I'm
just keep
at
it in the
it,
middle of it.
create the new u here. So
Oh,
rather
really? I
than
thought it would be
0,
too big.
I'm going to say, okay,
I think it's
u
small.
is
I'm
-2
trying to remember.
times that.
If you have
So
big
that would
fingers,
be
you can
that.
do it.
And here, I'll just
Oh,
make this
yeah.
little more like a formula, right? You just substitute in. So really what I could
wait,
do is
maybe
say
you
this
can.
is
Hold on.
-1/2. When I anti-derive e
You
to
just
the u,
gotta
I
move
get
your
e to
finger
the
down
u.
to the middle.
And then all I have to do is substitute in.
you
You don't have to do it this way. You can anti-derive it, put it
wait,
back
okay.
equal to
Yeah.
x,
I'm in
and then
math.
use the 1 and the
You-
0.
Okay.
But this might be a little quicker and less work. So it would be e to the
Dude, I
-2
think you might
Jeez,
have
I
bigger
think I can do
fingers
that.
than I do.
minus, don't forget that,
Might be your life.
-1/2 e to the 0.
You'd have
Maybe
seen this
that's
on
what
Hidden,
happened.
don't
I
you?
don't know.
Come on.
How did they write their
Nah, it's
answer?
actually
Did they
pretty
write it
easy.
with
Nah, I mean, I think I
positive
can, but I
exponents?
just
They
have
I
to.
wanna
did.
play
So
some
I'm
of my
going to
PC
put
later,
the
like this
e
month.
squared down here,
It's just
Shit,
jumps.
shit, shit.
and then that's just basically 1.
Once your hands get sweaty, then you're
match
fucking
there.
impossible to play.
Ew.
I can't.
Right.
My hands get sweaty when I play.
Dude,
What?
whenever I'm like
Okay,
working out and try to use my
where is
phone,
that
my
one?
phone
One
still
half
can't
minus. It looks like
Because
it's
my
letter
my
B.
fingertips
No,
are
I
just
use my
way.
shirt. I like
This was
use my
number
phone.
Oh,
four.
that's kind of smart.
Yeah.
Letter B. Okay.
Innovation that
When
excites
I
me.
try, dude, I kept
Right,
like
and you just
trying to
interrupt me.
like
I'm going to
text
keep going,
somebody,
but
and then
you
it
stop
just
me
like
and say, whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa,
just
whoa,
trying to
okay.
pull my
haywire.
sleeves out of the
And
way.
no more
I feel
chatting.
like I
Okay.
do better on this
Number
map on my
5.
PC, to be
Look
honest.
at the short sleeve.
At what values
Good
of X?
t-shirt.
Oh, our maximums and minimums. I'm
Changes
going to be
to play
honest, folks.
Osu.
The
Yeah, you
AP
gotta get
test
in the right
loves
environment. Also, why
questions
is my
about
canvas not
max and
working, Michael?
minimums,
Is yours
and
working? I can't submit.
as a whole, we were
Wait,
not
Cog
great
Chen probably
with them
thinks that
on
like
that
this
chapter
is
test.
me,
It
like
really
my
was pretty
actual skill
bad.
level. Shit.
It's probably what freaked me out at the
He
beginning of the
probably
year.
thinks I'm
Okay,
good shit.
so
Because
He can't do
we
this
have
either, bro.
here's
Dude,
the
Cos is
playing
7
on
digit.
trackpad.
equation.
Cos
They
literally is
give
7
us
digit,
x
bro.
to the 4th
He's
minus
literally in the
8x
millions.
squared, and we're asked to find a relative min.
Oh, does that mean
So
I'm higher
remember,
ranked than you now?
minimums
Hold on.
happen like
I'm gonna be
this,
higher
Yeah, I know
ranked by you,
shit.
or
like
if it was like
10 places. Let's
this.
go.
Those are minimums, right? What's special? Well, this one's undefined, which I don't have to worry about.
Oh,
And
I
when
would
do
try to
this,
learn how to
the
Well, how
use.
do you do a
right?
spinner?
I don't have to
You
worry about
can't
that for
really.
this. This is a
I don't. Wait, how
polynomial.
does that
So
guy
really,
do it?
I'm looking at this kind of a situation where the slope is 0 at a
You must like
minimum.
barely pass
So what
it.
do? I find the slope. That's the derivative for x cubed
I mean, you can do the
minus
the
16x.
four
What do I do with
4
it?
people maps.
I said
by
equal to
himself.
0. Oh yeah. So then I could factor out,
Wait, that's
right?
actually
And I get
crazy.
x squared minus 4. Make sure my math is okay as I do this, okay?
He's also really
And
good
then
at
I could
streams.
say x is
'Cause you just hold
0,
his
and
finger
then
on it,
this
yeah.
right here is going to be like
like-
plus or minus 2,
the way
right?
he
When
does
I
it
add the
weird.
4
It's
over and
funny.
I don't
separate
think
it,
that would work.
I get positive, negative.
No,
Now the problem is though,
drag your
it says
finger
which
on the
one's a
screen.
relative
Oh,
minimum.
because
There's
if
a
you
lot of
press, then
solutions
it's like,
here.
oh shit.
So that's where you
right.
use your sign chart and you test
I can
them
do that
all.
on hidden.
And you
Hold up.
find out
Actually,
which one.
let me try it.
I can't do
Where's
hidden.
This is right.
Jeremy? I love
And we have
He's-
f
I don't know
and
what he is.
f
Hidden makes my
No, I
prime.
life hurt.
accidentally. I
So
left
we
him in
know we're
call.
getting slope
Oh,
of
you
0
left him.
here. This is where you test.
'Cause I
And you
told him I
test
wanted to
around
play
them.
Osu.
So I'm going to take the slope
Hella faking
equation
shit.
right here, and
Fuck.
I'm going to figure out
Mr.
the test.
Hong,
So
during
negative
passive
2, if
period,
I
join
pick
my lobby.
something, and I don't think this one,
No,
let me
not.
confirm. No, this one did not
In
have
passing period,
endpoints
can you please
when
join
I
my
read
lobby?
the question.
We're
Okay,
playing
so
hidden, right?
I could pick anything to the left of negative 2. I could pick negative 10 if I
Perhaps.
wanted to.
Turn on free mod.
When
Turn
I
on free mod. So I
substitute
can
negative
Fuck, fuck,
10
fuck, fuck.
right into
How do you
here,
double tap?
you
on
agree? Oh
this?
my heavens. I mean, that's
I
just,
don't know, actually.
oh wow.
I
I mean,
love
do
when
I
it
need
takes
to
5
go
minutes to
refer
make
this?
a
Just a
lobby.
negative large
It's the best
number,
feeling
really.
ever.
When I mean, whoo, right? So I'm just going to say the slope is negative.
Dude,
so
that
it's
looks like a
going down
bot.
there.
Oh my god.
Between
Yo,
negative
fuck
2
off
and
this map,
0,
bro.
I could pick negative 1.
It looks like
And
a
again,
poorly made
substituting
bot.
it in
Fuck.
to the slope, right?
The
So that would
touch
be a
thing or
negative
not?
1.
Yeah, because it
plus
literally just like
16.
appears
That
on the
is
thing.
a positive.
Remember the bot, like, oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Remember
it
that means
drags,
the
but
original
it looks like
function is
you're
going
trying to
up,
program
it's
a
climbing.
bot
So
to,
right
like,
now I'm
click
seeing a
to-
minimum here.
No
Like,
way.
There
you're
might
having
be
a fight,
another
guys.
one. I should keep looking.
How do
Between
you
0 and 2
double
is
tap?
1. So when I substitute 1 in,
Double tapping.
okay, here I'm not going to write it out, but that would be 4 minus 16.
You
That's a
alternate.
negative. Okay. And
You know what
then,
that
yeah,
is?
that's
Oh,
not a
can you-
No, she's
minimum,
spelling
right?
VX.
Because it's increasing and
I know, you
decreasing.
can
So you're
press
climbing
VX
up
though.
the hill and
Oh,
going
on
down.
touchscreen? I don't know.
No.
Yeah, no.
Right.
I
At 2,
don't
if I
know,
pick
man.
like 3, what would that do for
Hmm.
me?
What would be
Yeah.
a cool
Climb at 3.
challenge?
4 times 3
Shit, I
is
need to think quick. I don't have
27
much time.
minus
We can do
16
four-star
times
Unity.
3.
No, that
27.
sucks, man.
That's
I
going to
hate
be
4-star
bigger. That's
Unity.
going
Do
to
it
be
on hidden,
positive,
trust.
right? So it looks like I have a minimum here and here. So the answer, oh dear, I lost the
Mia, you
question,
can't do this.
should be letter
Can you do this
C.
on your
Let's see if that
pull out
was
your
the
tablet and do
case.
it? Oh,
Fuck.
This was number 5. Yeah.
Oh, baby, I'm
I just want to
1,000
make
places
sure that the
higher.
solution manual doesn't have a problem. Okay? Okay. Or that I made a mistake, right? Either or. I think this
how you
particular
doing
solution
it?
had 1 or 2 little
Oh my
issues,
God.
but it's okay. I think I fixed them, but we'll find out. Okay, now I'm going to move on to number 6.
sheesh.
This one, you guys didn't do too
That's better
bad
than I
with
could
it,
do.
actually. I was pretty
I
proud of that one
know.
when I remember looking at number 6. So
Sheesh.
I think I
That
would
stream might be a
rewrite
little bit
this
of
as
a
x to
hack.
the 1/2 power, right? That way,
I think you should get banned.
you can distribute. And when you distribute, remember you add exponents when you're multiplying, right?
Let me
So
look at
when you
class.
distribute this, you're going to get, oh, let's see. Well, that's 2 halves
Oh.
plus 1/2 should be 3 halves. Okay. And then 2x to the 1/2 and that's the x. And then
Oh, sheesh, one life,
anti-deriving, make
you
sure
missed
you
your house, you
add
missed your
1 to
house.
the exponent. So that's another
Oh,
2
she
halves,
doesn't
that's
miss.
what, 5 halves, and
Oh my
divide by.
God.
All right. Anti-deriving, you add. deriving is where you subtract.
Holy
in case you
accuracy.
got those confused.
Oh,
Hey, yo,
So I'm
how
going
was
to
Kyle's
add
test?
one.
Huh?
And then
How was
multiply.
Kyle's test?
Okay.
I
And
don't
then
fucking
let's
know.
see. Now, did they have? Let's see. Which one is
Mr.
that
Chen, get in here. Get in the lobby.
1? 2 bits.
Oh, wow.
Oh
Extra
my
5
god,
bytes.
you're crank with
It
this.
looks like it's letter
Oh,
B.
wait, okay, no, you-
Let's confirm that I had that one correct on here. Yep.
How do you double
Okay.
tap on touchscreen?
All right. Number 7.
Do you just like double
This
tap?
one
Like
I
actually double
think
tap?
was the number
Yeah.
one missed problem, at least
Kinda
when I
tough.
was first glancing over them. This was bad.
Yo, so why
And
is
you
your
know, to
score
be honest
better
with
than
you, I
mine?
haven't taught you how to handle
Because
this type.
touchscreen.
And that's why this is another learning level. Okay?
I think
Matthew,
touchscreen's
pay
worse
attention.
for this.
All right.
What's the lobby?
So number 7.
Peter called.
Okay. The acceleration of a particle, okay,
No.
from 0 to 8 seconds is given in the table above.
Can this be
If
over?
the
Wait, what time is it?
velocity at time
2 minutes.
0 is 4 feet, okay, I'll even
Be
just write
quiet.
4 for right now,
Kylie,
but it's 4
leave
feet
so
per
I don't get
second.
interrupted.
The approximate value of the
Wait,
velocity
did I
in
join?
feet per
Why is
second
my...
at
I
time
left the
8
class. Okay.
Fail. GG.
Imagination.
seconds.
Get ready, Matthew.
Okay. So
Wait,
here's
no, I'm
what's
not ready, bro.
happening.
My class not over.
Okay,
Oh, unlucky. I just
Well, now.
I am anti-deriving
That's
acceleration
smarter. I was
to
the one
get
who started
velocity, correct? The chart starts me at time 0, which is
Is this
perfect
the one where you almost got
because
a
that's
SC?
the initial velocity that I'm aware of.
This map? No.
Okay,
Matt,
and I'm going to
What?
accumulate
What?
all of these
New solo leveling.
accelerations. Well, it turns into velocity. I'm going to
Hey,
accumulate
okay,
all
I'm
of
not
these,
reading it until
right,
after school,
to give
bro.
me the
Chill out.
total accumulation. All right. So
Is it
this
actually Paul?
represents velocity right
I
now.
don't
I'm
know.
gonna
Oh,
accumulate
okay, now it's
all of these
starting.
accelerations to give me the total velocity over the
It's
time
fog.
span
It's
from
fog.
0 to 8.
Hey,
Okay? I'm accumulating them. All right? I'm summing them. I'm adding them up. All right? So here's what's happening. They're saying use Riemann sum. And did they say did they say what type of Riemann sum? No. Okay. All right. So I think it doesn't matter. And we have, just to show you if this was something else that was confusing you, at time 0 is 2. At time 2, it was 3. Uh-oh. Man and woman down. 4. Oh, is that the problem? I'm going past the time, huh? I'm getting so excited about going over these. Okay, listen. That's sad. I'm going to write down number 7, and we're going to go over this one because this is huge. It's big. All right. Have a lovely spring break, folks. Okay. Turn this in into Canvas right now.